Hello guys, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a calculator with Python. So as you can see, I've already got two Python applications loaded up. One is the one that's already made, as you can see over here. This is a Python script that I'll be going through and explaining all about. And just before we start, make sure you subscribe and let's hit that 5,000 likes to get a golden like sign. And also, don't forget to subscribe. Okay. So to start off, you need to write def add x and y. Before we write the x and y, you have to do brackets. And you can go back one space and you can do x, what's it called? Sorry, comma, and then y. And then you have to go out of the brackets. And then we have to write a colon at the end. So this is what, when our person that's going to be using our calculator, what they will be adding and doing stuff. So when somebody else types the thing in, it's called, I forgot. When somebody else types their numbers into times, then we'll have to look at this one, which is multiply. Then the computer will automatically take that command, and it will go, and then it will also take in this one, and then at the end it will give you the answer, which is print the invalid value. Not print invalid value, it print the answer obviously here. And over here, as you can see, multiply, divide, subtract, add. So next one, def sub. Instead of saying subtract, we just say sub, and basically just go to the same thing. And then we're going to write a comma at the end. When you click enter, then it automatically goes to the beginning of the sub on the next line. And then all you have to do is write print space 2 brackets x and y, x plus y. That's a command that we are giving to our computer. We don't give it any command. What's it going to do? Nothing. There, mul, M-U-L. We don't write multiplication, multiply, product, nothing like that. We write M-U-L. And then over here be x and y again. And as you can see, over in this one I made a mistake. That's one needs to be subtract. As you can see, the reason it's subtract is because it's subtract. And then for this one, as you can see, it's a little star, which means multiply in the computer's language. So over here we'll do x and y. In a little while we'll be making we will be making the variables, which is basically a little set of data, or a little bit of data, which will be x and y. So that's why we're writing x and y right now, but the computer currently does not know what x and y is. We'll have to make our variable in this area here. So after this, print answer. So x star, which normally on the computer would be shift and number 8, and y. Then now you got that. So that star means times in the computer language, that I've already said. And then last one, def divide. You don't write divide like that. You don't write you don't write divide. You write div. Yeah, not as in like you're a div or what, but as in divide. Okay, so x comma y, and then I just got the colon. Didn't I? Make sure you're putting these colons. If you don't put the colons, your whole program will be messed up. And then x. Now, as you can see, there's a dash here. In the computer language, that dash means divide. So x dash y. So that's what it will print. Okay? So now that's all of our 4 main parts done. Now we have to write OP. So we're naming our variable here, OP, or I wrote OP because it's sort of for operation. OP space equals input. We need an input from the user for them to tell us what operation they want to use. So input, and then we need to write what we want to ask, and input our user. So what? What is it? Choose an operation. And then inside that, we have to use these, and I'll show you quickly. Just this one. You can use them. You can use anything really. So in there we'll write plus. Not equal. Not equals. Oh goodness. Well, because we're ending that part there, we need to write a colon at the end because it's adding another thing on. So plus minus times, which for the user we're going to make it input an x, and then we have the last one, which will be a dash, and then good. That's our 4 time. Now choose an operation. Yeah, OP equals input and that part. So after that, we need, for this part, we need to make that part green. So we have to add exclamation marks, and exclamation marks need to go in the right place, which will go at the end as well, just before the end bracket. So now we need to make an if statement. If OP, then we're going to do thing after that, exclamation mark, equals plus and OP equals minus and OP equals x. Last but not least, and OP exclamation mark equals alright. Then that's not the end of the statement, so we add a comma because it's gonna go on to the next line. And then if it equals any of them, print invalid and then we make a try statement as well. So try number 1. We're not going to write number 1. We're going to write num1 equals integer input. And look, as you can see, int x equals 0 is the integer. Int equals in Python equals integer. Input space. No space. What? And then just do another bracket there because we're going to make a bracket. statement inside another. So we're going to enter your first value. First value. And we need to end it by doing this. Okay, so now you can just copy and paste this part. But then over here, you will need to change that num1 to num2. And this first, change it to second. Alright. Then, except, which means except, as in accept value value error. So it's saying accept the value error, colon. If it accepts it, then it will print. Actually, wait. That V needs to be capital there. And the error. This part needs to be just there. But there. So my battery is very low. And then accept the value error. Oh yeah, I forgot. No spaces, remember? Remember that. Print invalid value. Now, to this we also need to add this explanation mark. Okay, so now if OP double equals plus colon add, then add it, that add one. So add number one. So num1, and num2. Now we're going to do elif OP double equals two exclamation marks minus colon, then it's going to subtract, not sum, subtract number one, num1, and num2. And no space in between them. For this part, you can just copy and paste. Elif OP equals x, number one and number two. So subtract, we're going to multiply. Alright, now B, and so instead of that be minus, and it will be dash, and as subtract, that will be a divide. And then once we've finished all of that, we will say print then at the end we will say print